Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at, well, frankly, one of the last bits of news we really needed about Destined Rivals. Well, okay, bits of product news about Destined Rivals. We still need to see a lot of the cards from the Japanese set Glory of Team Rocket. We've seen all of Hot Air Arena, that's like half the set, or maybe like a third. We haven't seen a lot of Glory of Team Rocket. We've only seen a few cards here and there. Similarly, we haven't seen all of the secret rares from Glory of Team Rocket. We know, obviously, that we've got Team Rocket's Mewtwo. One can assume, I think it's fair to say, there's going to be a special illustration rare. We've not yet seen it. So card-wise, there's still a lot of the set we haven't seen. Product-wise, we knew almost everything. We've even seen the pre-release promos. Although, as I've told you guys, I'm not a fan of the fact that we've gone to stamped cards from the set rather than artistically unique promos. That makes me sad. But the one thing we didn't know yet was the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box promo cards. We knew there were going to be, well, there's a regular one, which is in both the regular and Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer Box. And then there's a second version, which is stamped with Pokemon Center, which is only in the Pokemon Center exclusive one. Well, wonderful news! It's here! We've got it! It's Wobbuffet! I love Wobbuffet. It's awesome. Of course, we saw this card the other day. This was revealed in Japanese. We made a video about it. I told you. It's actually like a legit, really good card. We'll get to that in a second. But it's also just wonderful artistically. Now, do please remember, this is only going to be in the Elite Trainer Box. Firstly, that's always the case. It's always the case that we see the Elite Trainer Box promo being exclusive to the Elite Trainer Box. But also, if we go to the press release, we see 23 illustration rare Pokemon. While there were 12 in Hot Air Arena, there's going to be 12 in Glory of Team Rocket. Hang on a second, that means there should be 24 in the set. Why is there only 23? Because they've taken Wobbuffet out to put it in the Elite Trainer Box. It is going to be in the regular, which is going to be a lot easier to find. But the stamped version in the Pokemon Center exclusive is going to be a pain. But like I said, it's like a legit playable card. We've got the Attack Rocket Mirror that lets you move all damage counters from one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. So here we're thinking basically Mewtwo. But don't worry, I know 280 HP is high. Why don't we go whack a Bravery Charm on there? And then that Bravery Charm is going to put you up to 330 HP. Oh, would you look at that? That's amazing. But your opponent has to one-hit KO you. If they don't one-hit KO you, you can just attack with Wobbuffet. And don't worry about the energy, because remember, we got Team Rocket's energy, which is a double energy when attached with Team Rocket's Pokemon. Oh, it's a double energy. It's actually only Psychic or Darkness, but Wobbuffet uses Psychic and Colorless. We gon' be fine, ladies and gentlemen. We gon' be fine. And then, yeah, you just roll with that. Not only that, as if that wasn't good enough, and I think it might be, we've also got Giovanni, or Team Rocket's Giovanni, and that lets you switch your active Team Rocket's Pokemon for a bench Team Rocket's Pokemon, and then lets you drag one of your opponent's Pokemon from the bench to the active, i.e. gusting. And you need to switch Wobbuffet into the active, and you get to gust whatever you want. Oh, and by the way, we've even got Team Rocket's Receiver, which lets you go and search for any Team Rocket supporter card in your deck. It's absurd. You know, your opponent does a big hit, but doesn't actually KO Mewtwo, and then you get to play Team Rocket's Giovanni, drag, say, a Pheasant Dipty into the active, take 2 prizes off a Pheasant Dipty with a Wobbuffet while completely healing your Mewtwo. Oh, I love this card. It's like a one-off tech, let's be clear. It's a one-off tech. And it's only really going to work if Team Rocket decks are good, because you need Team Rocket's energy, you need Team Rocket's Giovanni. It's going to work in a Team Rocket's deck. It's not really going to work outside of that, okay? But in a Team Rocket's deck, if that becomes good, it's going to be wonderful. And there's a chance now that this is actually more of a thing than, for instance, the Enzorua from Journey Together. Because the Enzorua from Journey Together is cool, don't get me wrong, But End Zoroark, it's a cool card, but it's not exactly winning the metagame right now. Although I suppose maybe there's a chance Rocket won't. We've not seen enough cards to really know one way or the other. All I know for the time being is I'm a little bit excited about this one. They've chosen a very, very good card for the Elite Trainer box here, and they've chosen a phenomenal artwork. And I think there is a slight issue here, a potential issue at least, and that is they've gone and given a really good, really beautiful card for a product which at the moment we're all really struggling to get hold of. And I'm just saying there's a chance that might end up making people not best pleased. Either way, this is a cool card. But if you want cool cards, and if you would like me to stick on the same kind of lines with Team Rocket, well, wonderful news, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful news. Do you remember the other day when I told you about the Coffee Boss promotion? Over in Japan, there's a brand of canned coffee called Coffee Boss. And there was a bunch of stuff that was going on along those lines. Well, turns out there's a stamped Giovanni Coffee Boss promo, which obviously makes perfect sense. Firstly, Giovanni is the boss. And secondly, this isn't even just a stamped version. It's an alternate art, and I adore this so much. It's not just an alternate art promo. It's an alternate art promo of Giovanni relaxing in a chair, enjoying a nice cup of coffee, which I think is absolutely wonderful. I think this is brilliant. I love when card games do this. You know me, ladies and gentlemen, by now. I'm a sucker for a good promo. But the more fun and weird they can make the promos, as far as I am concerned, the better. Having an alternate art promo of Giovanni enjoying a cup of coffee as a promo, it's so dumb. But I mean that in the best possible way. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, go team. Now, there are a few things you need to know about this, of course. It is being distributed in a certain kind of product. Seems to be basically like a mix. So in order to... Basically what you do is you buy this and then you mix it with milk or water, and then that actually turns it into coffee. Apparently, cafe-level coffee. Although, look, I don't know. I'm not a coffee guy. Even if I was a coffee guy, I've not tried this particular brand of coffee. I don't know. But I do know that generally, like takeaway pizzas that are bought from a supermarket and they say they're takeaway quality, they're never as good as takeaway pizzas. So I'm just saying I've got a little bit of cynicism or doubt cropping in here. Not saying it's not cafe-level coffee, and I'm sure some cafes have terrible coffee. I'm just saying I'm not yet convinced. What's that? You want more lovely updates to this promotion? Well, how about the fact that they have actually just updated some of the cans so that we've got Team Rocket on there. Now we've got cans with Team Rocket on, which we should, frankly. We should have some of these because they're updating it to give you the Giovanni. Why would we not then have some Team Rocket on there? That just makes sense. So this is pretty cool. But wait, there's more. Now, this next bit is not actually going to apply to many of you, so I'm sorry, but you can win this jacket. Now, I showed you about the Fuecoco, Crocodile, and Skeletor's jackets previously. They had a promotion running with this Suntory coffee thing. Well, now there's a new promotion where you can win this Team Rocket jacket. Now, the reason I apologize when introducing this to you is very simply because there's 5 of them. There's 5 winners of this jacket. 5 people are going to win this jacket. So, it's not that I don't think it's extremely cool. I do think it is extremely cool. But there's a promotion going on, and there are 5 winners. And that's it. That's all we get here. 5 winners. So, yeah. You basically have to retweet something over on Twitter and all of that. It's awesome, and I love it, but And it's also going to be, you're going to have like a Japanese address to actually enter this and all of that. So look, it's amazing and it's cool and I love it and it's brilliant and I adore that stuff like this happens. And the vast majority of people aren't going to win this. But I'm kind of all right with this, honestly. Because my theory is, well, what's better? 5 people get to win, or nobody ever gets this and it doesn't exist. I know which I prefer personally. So yeah, why not, ladies and gentlemen? Why not? For us, the main thing here is the promo card, which does appear to be unique artwork, and if nothing else, it's at least got a stamp. The jacket is cool, the cans are cool, but I think for most people watching this, it's going to be the card. It apparently is going to be available nationwide and should be not horrendous to pick up. That's what I'm hearing. And it may be distributed in another way in the future. Again, no information about that yet. Will we get this artwork of it in the West? I don't know, maybe. The fact that it's alternate art means we probably will get it at some point, because the last couple of years, Pokemon have been great at giving us all the alternate art stuff. What I will say is, obviously, we're not getting it with the stamp. I'm going to go message some friends in Japan in a minute and see if one of them can get me one of these, because it's an amazing card. For now, I've told you what you need to know, so now it's over to you guys. Does the Wobbuffet make you want the Elite Trainer Box promo a bit more or a bit less? What do you think about this coffee boss? Let me know in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Uncle Poker Peter, who's been a supporter of ours for a while and is a very lovely person. So shout-outs to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.